America has always been a place where conservatism and religious ideology has been fed by men to the uneducated like milk from their mother's teat. What this breeds is an environment for blind obeisance and ignorant fear, which controls the masses just as much as the blood of the covenant or the barrel of a gun. Men bring the raising of ground and the pillaging of Gaia's bounty, and this has never been more of a threat to the Garo nation than it is now in the days of the apocalypse. Wolf Creek, West Virginia is a small village of 38 people, 37 of them being Garo. In this place, the sept of the mother's breath tends to the cairn and its spirit loon. However, all of this is where this story begins, but not yet where the tale begins. For that, we will need to reach back through the time and haze of the deep umbra to find the beginning. Walk with me, little wolf, and reach us through time will show you a story that even ancient Phoenix has forgotten.
Well, hello and welcome, dear viewers, to this, our first episode of What Men Have Wrought, a Werewolf, the Apocalypse 5th Edition Chronicle, right here on the Rolling Nomads. This is episode 1, Looking Over Your Shoulder. So with that being said, let's introduce our werewolves who are indeed looking over their shoulder tonight. Starting with Buddy.
Dang it. I knew it. All right. Hey, everybody. My name is Joe, better known as DJ Torador or Nolafanger on most of the social media websites. I am playing Buddy Dupont, a Silverfang Philodox from originally the city of the Crescent City, as it's called, New Orleans. And we're here to have a good time. No issues whatsoever. He is great. He's a great cook, homebody, loves walks on the beach, and fried chicken. So there you go. You have fun with that. I'm also a storyteller for Vampire the Masquerade for my own home chronicle, Montgomery by Night, which is on hiatus right now as we shuffle some players, and Mobile by Night, which takes place in the city that I live in now. That takes place 2-3 years before the home chronicle. So yeah, and it's Camarilla based. But yeah, that's what I've been doing. Looking forward to this first episode.
Wonderful. Let's throw it on over to Aster.
Hello, my name is Michael. You may also know me as Aster, Asterisk VTuber on Twitch. I am playing Chester. He is a Silent Strider Theurge. Outside of the game, I am a composer, voice actor, and writer, and I just love playing all sorts of games with my lovely friends. So, I think that's a good way to just cap that off. Chester's fun. He's a really good sad boy.
We love a really good sad boy in this house. Let's go ahead and throw it on over to Elias.
Hey folks, I'm Elias, aka Big Fat Socialist on most, if not all, social media platforms. I am a primarily TTRPG focused content creator, with my bulk of my audience being on TikTok, but I'm also available on YouTube, Twitch, and also Blue Sky. I am hoping to move from doing my current gig, which is lots and lots of lovely sketches, including some serialized content, jumping into our first actual play productions in my homegrown studio here in my mother city, Glasgow, the Wee Red Shed. And my werewolf that I'm playing tonight is another Glasgow native, a boy by the name of Joseph McCreek, based in Postle Park here in Glasgow, who has migrated all the way over to indeed Appalachia to look at our current setting. And I am a bone gnawer, I am a ragabash, so very much I am all about, tearing people down, if you're taking people down pegs, and you're really getting in their heads and messing with them, and I'm quite handy, with a lockpick, or handy, with doing any kind of, nonsense larceny stuff. I'm generally on the game for anyone. All my pals, I'll do anything you need me to do, if it'll keep you going. And that's generally what I'm kind of the face in some things. But yeah, that's me.
We love to see it. Rissa, if you would.
Hello, everyone. You can find me all over the internet as the Rissa Ray. I am here on Rolling Nomads and a few things you may have seen and hopefully have enjoyed. I am also a part of Table of Horrors, where I play a cybernetic snake. I am also on Lanyap Gaming as storyteller and player. You can check all that stuff out on YouTube. And that's really it. That's what I do. But tonight I will be playing Alayla, Snared by Lightning, who is a Galliard, Arun Cusp, and a Ghost Council. And that is it.
Indeed. And last but certainly not least, for our werewolves, Azure.
Hello, everybody. I'm the Azure Butterfly, or Azure for short, or simply Rachel. I am the production coordinator here on the Rolling Nomads. You've seen me in a bunch of stuff here. And I'm also a variety streamer over on Twitch at the Azure Butterfly and on the social medias. In this time zone, I am playing Winona Keen, also known as Fights to the Last, the Black Fury Arun.
Indeed. And hello again, everyone. Hi. It's me, Avery, at Avery DeBoy on all the social media platforms. I style myself as something of an internet personality. I tell another story right here on the Rolling Nomads, which is a companion to this tale, Blood of the Covenant. It is the vampire 5th edition chronicle that is maybe going to have some intersectionality with this little chronicle here, What Men Have Wrought. I play in a bunch of games. I do a bunch of stuff. I hope to see you around. Let us, my dear friends, begin this tale about what men have wrought. As our view focuses in, names echo in the dark, reads the sky, punches up, flytrap, snared by lightning, fights to the last. These names echo in the primordial breeze which drifts throughout all of time and space, that one continuous thread that links the beginning to the end. But that string is composed of many small fibers. And if you get just close enough, you can slip between them. And as we follow this pack of Garu who've come together just in the last few hours, devoted themselves to one another. A pack that has found purpose together. All of these cusplings. For you rules folks out there, this is an added mechanic that I have added and is completely homebrew for this Werewolf 5th Edition Chronicle, where all of these werewolves are have been born into Garu society, aka having their first change on the cusp between moons, so that they can have some intersectionality between their gifts. All of these cusplings have been brought together by the spirit of Fox, a wily trickster spirit who's been known to lead Garu astray more than once. And why Fox would want to gather these Garu together? Well, it seems that there's some kind of old agreement between Fox and the old wolf of the woods, the previous cairn spirit here at Wolf Creek, and the old wolf has gone missing. And Fox has brought these cusplings together to find him, to make good on an ancient oath that was made before time and space. And yet, through the help of the Master of the Right here at the Sept of the Mother's Breath in Wolf Creek, West Virginia, reaches through time, not a Garu, but a will worker. A mage of the Dream Speaker tradition has sent them back through time to witness a battle that happened in 2014 black spiral dancers stormed the Sept of the Mother's Breath and the cairn of Wolf's Creek. And that was the last time anyone ever saw the old Wolf of the Woods. So with that being said, as these names echo in the dark, as you all holding hands with one another and with reaches through time, you hear the sounds of battle behind you in the cairn, the snarling of wolves, blood howls, howls that you know what they mean now, crying out not just for help, but for rage, and for vengeance, and for strength, and also for sorrow, and pain, and loss. We're going to go around quickly, as each of you are going to describe to me not just your character, but where you are mentally, as with the knowledge that as you turn back towards the cairn, you see that the cairn itself there are parts of it aflame in green black fire. There's thick black smoke roiling into the sky, and you're seeing twisted, strange, all black werewolves with glowing green eyes massacring anything they can get their claws on. And we are going to start with Flytrap.
Quick question first, before anything. How is the supernatural side of things? How are spirits sounding in this kind of past? Is it also projected, or are those silent?
You do not currently see any spirits.
Okay. Chester is rather tall and lanky, 6'3", wearing just regular black jeans and a shirt that has a cross-section, a long sleeve shirt, exactly like this one, with a cross-section between white, gray, and black, and a red, magenta beanie. One of the most interesting features is the glowing yellow eyes that seems to stay even in Hobbit form for Chester. And the first thing that he realizes coming back into this past time is the fact that it seems quieter. Of course, there's shouting and fighting all over the place, but it is decidedly quieter, for him at least. And he just takes a breath as he just looks around the fighting that's happening. Is there anything like specifically like who's winning that I could notice?
Neither side looks like they have the upper hand at the moment. It's just bloodshed. As we move over to Buddy.
Buddy is dark-skinned, black guy, about 5'10", 5'11", hovering. He's athletic. He used to wrestle when he was in high school. So he's not super bulky, but that tautness. He's wearing I would say more business casual, where he has on normally, if he's out and about. And he's very pretty, in a way, very attractive. Like when people see him, they're like, Dreadlocks, and really kind eyes, but there's a pain behind them.
Absolutely. And what is going through Buddy's mind as you turn to see this bloodshed?
Another day of scraping roadkill on the side of the road. More endless fighting.
Indeed. Let's throw it on over to Yosef, aka Punches Up. Which, forgive me for not saying, but Buddy, aka reads the skies.
Reads the skies.
I still chafe at this deep name nonsense. Tell me, I'll start with the physical description, sure, yeah. So, Yosef is a man of maybe 36, 37. Like, he is lean, athletic, but like, it's lean from rather like an impoverished, like, your upbringing, a lack of nutrition in some days, and then athletic in the only exercise you get is running from the polis, like, and he is decked out in a leather jacket, torn up leather jeans, practical, like, thick, like, boots, a decent, like, thick belt, and then the only real hint of personality on the boy, which is a football strip, green and white, for Celtic FC, in his, like, mother team in his mother city of Glasgow. And the thing that's going through my head, is that the exact thing you want to know, storyteller?
Yeah.
I'm a conscript in a war that cannot be won. I do not want to be here. Fuck you, Gaia, for making me do this.
Anger. And understandable
So much.
emotion.
And then to punctuate that anger, I'm currently holding hands in a knitting circle with a man who, moments after hearing me spill my guts about my upbringing, chooses to use a particularly venomous analogy, and I'm swearing in my mind I'm going to spit in the Reaches Through Time's face when we are done with this situation.
You don't see him as you look to where he was. Instead, you see an easily 30-foot tall, glowing golden figure with 4 arms, 2 of them up behind the head, its hands making a halo behind, and the 2 lower arms holding the hands beside it. Its skin is beautiful, glowing gold. Its eyes blaze with the fire of the sun. But that's neither here nor there. Snared by lightning.
Snared by lightning stands at around 6 foot, 6'1". She is curvy, but all of it is muscle, gained from running and hunting, living in the woods. That is what she knows, and in this moment, what she embodies. She wears a sort of athletic, similar to like a sports bra top, revealing on her flesh these figures to which one could say came from lightning. She has a tattoo at her throat, ancient bind rune with a Garu symbol at the center. Her eyes, normally dark, but in this moment blaze in that ozone blue of lightning. She sees the carnage around her. One part of her begins to rage, her body twitching as if fighting to get out of this form and to what she is naturally to aid. She hears the calls, she hears the howls of not just rage, of pain, of a loss. She understands that cry, that song. And it pries her jaws open. And what comes out is the sound of howls, an answering call of, I'm here, I will fight. The green light from the fire around her reflects in those scars. Those she is holding hands with will feel the twitch of as she wants to release their hands and join the fight.
And last but certainly not least, Winona, aka Fights to the Last.
Winona is 6 foot, athletic, broad-shouldered, long, blackish brown hair, loose on her shoulders. The very tips of it looking like the remnants of a bleach blonde, but that's slowly going away. And she's adorned in a fishnet top paired with a tank top with a sleeveless denim, or plaid, sleeveless plaid shirt. And as she's looking around, her shirt kind of shifts a little bit, and around her collarbone there is the tattoo of a swan in flight. She's seeing all of this carnage happen around her in she knows it's the past, but she can't help but hear those cries and feel that she needs to answer, that she feels that she needs to fight. And she growls, and as she's feeling that need to dish out justice that must be served, I would like her to shift into Glabro form.
Give me a rage check, please. And before you make that roll, I would like everyone to note, absorbing all of this around you, you will all increase your rage by 1.
Oh,
I'm at now 3 rage,
likewise.
and I stay at 3 rage.
As you say, you begin to shift. Alayla, you wanted to shift as well. But instead going towards Lupus, which is easily enough done. It is your breed form after all. And as both of you change, what is your plan, Pack?
We had discussed before leaving that this was investigatory, that we were meant to find clues for where Wolf went. However, we don't see Wolf, right? We don't see the old Wolf right now.
You do not currently see the old Wolf of the Woods, no.
I think there is a sound that comes from Alayla as she shifts and she ends up on all fours. It's almost like a whistle, and it is a calling for the others to draw closer to each other, and she is intent on moving forward.
Sure.
To go deeper into the fray.
And all of you being able to speak the primal tongue and understand the howls of wolves, it is instinctual. This thing that you are being called to by snared by lightning.
I still can't get past the accent though.
Sure.
Yeah, a question though. Are we in a 1-to-1 location with where we were with Reached in Time when the ritual started?
Yes, you are in his glen. In fact, because you were looking back at this thing, punches up, and you see that it casts its gaze over its shoulder. And you see a huge, twisted black werewolf in its war form stalking down a younger-looking Reaches through time. As it reaches its claws up, you see the claws extend another full 14 inches as it rains its claws back, and they begin to drip sizzling neon green acid as it claws across his chest. You see him opened up nearly as far back as his spine. You see several vital organs cloven open with acid dripping in them. And you hear him say, "I will return you to your mother, vile thing." As he reaches out with just a touch of his 2 fingers, and you see the scene that he described. The flesh and the fur melt from bones. This huge titanic wolf drips into a puddle of maggots and flies before your very eyes.
So he wasn't kidding about that.
Alright, but there was another thing he told me. That might not necessarily have been the end of, our Badian there. I don't suppose witnessing this happen, I could do any kind of wits occult to see if there's a remnant of this bastard left.
Sure. You can make me a wits and occult.
Okay, that would be... Oh, I just realised I didn't bring any dice with me. Could you roll me 5 dice?
Sure. Your rage is currently at 3.
3, yes. Oh god, I forgot about rage.
Oh, I didn't.
Even the human, I have to deal with this.
I love Werewolf. Alright. So I rolled you 2 successes,
Mm-hmm.
but I also rolled you teeth. So what happens when you get teeth on a rage dice, for our lovely audience at home? This is called a brutal outcome. Now, the thing with a brutal outcome is, in combat, it gets you what you want. You succeed, but often at a detriment or a cost. This isn't a combat, however. As you watch these maggots and flies, your ears begin to buzz, punches up, like a swarm of flies flying around your head.
Don't you worry, punches up, we'll come get you.
Why does it sound like Gollum?
It's fair. It's a fair
I
question.
say that out loud in the Umbra. Almost like a diss.
Do any of us hear this as well, or is this just in his head?
This is just in his head, unfortunately.
Brilliant, so out loud I say, why does he sound like Gollum?
And
Sure.
need to make a note.
Oh no! Layla will let out a bark. It is a bark that sounds a bit broken. You are all aware that there is a creak almost to her voice, a snap anytime she uses her voice. But the bark she lets out is very much a pulling him from whatever that was. She doesn't understand the reference. She just sees that he's distracted. And so it's just this broken bark of pay attention, like focus. Not malicious, but just to pull you out of whatever that is.
Heckles up, it's okay, don't get your heckles up.
Come, we must go.
We have limited time. We might want to split up as well.
It's at that point that you see another one of these wolves. It looks like it's headed right at you all. Moving towards reaches through time before there is a blur of movement. And it tumbles to the ground, it in some other shape, before you see a much bigger, much beefier looking version of Two Mouths. And he puts one foot, his heel first, in the top part of its mouth and grabs the bottom jaw with his other and splits it in two front to back.
My boy, that's how we do it. Fight dirty, Bonar style.
And then turns, and you see he goes to reaches through time. And you see tears begin to fall down his face. He's saying, get up, Roger. We don't have time for this. Get up. And as the tears fall from his face and begin to drip into these wounds, you see them begin to start very, very slowly shutting.
He didn't teach me that yet.
Alayla moves forward. She doesn't know who will follow her, but she knows they have limited time. So she is going to move. And I assume this applies, but she is going to use her penumbral senses.
Sure.
Looking for those clues.
So that requires the expenditure of a point of willpower.
It does. It do be needing that.
So as you expend a point of willpower, I need to know who is moving with Alayla and who is not.
Winona will move with Layla.
I will as well.
Okay, and then I need to do an intelligence and wits?
I believe it's wisdom. Intelligence
It's
and
wisdom is what it is. Okay, and my rage is at 2 currently.
Yes. You look like you have a question, Yusuf.
It was whether or not we wanted me to essentially post facto spend the point of like wisdom and call that sight from beyond.
I don't think sight from beyond would apply here. Because you are already in the umbral realm from which those visions come.
Oh, so that's like peering out rather
Yes.
than like I'm looking out from in. Got you. Okay.
3 successes.
3 successes with your penumbral senses. I will get to that in just a moment.
Okay.
Buddy, you are following Layla as well? No, you're staying there. You're staying in this glen. Understood. Okay. Then, for those of you that are following with Alayla and for Alayla yourself, keeping in mind that 3 successes for your penumbral senses, are you moving for speed, or are we moving for gathering as much information about what's happening as we can?
For the latter, for gathering information, she understands that what she is seeing is not real anymore and is trying not to let those screams and howls she hears distract her. So she's moving carefully so she doesn't miss anything.
Perfect. And then for everyone involved in that, I will let you choose. You can either make a wits and awareness or an intelligence and investigation. Now, I will preface this with each of them is going to get you different information.
Yeah, so 9 crit, brutal outcome.
Perfect. All right. Okay. Chester. 4. Winona.
So that's 1, 2, 3 normal successes and 2 teeth.
Brutal outcome.
Also, I do have another question. Before I do anything, is it possible for me to use Eyes of the Owl to see in the darkness if there is any?
That's the thing about this is it's not dark at all. It's strange. You can see everything as soon as you look at it in perfect detail.
Mm-hmm.
When it's at your periphery, it's fuzzy and indistinct, but as you change your focus, it is like you're right there. And this happened during the day. It looks like if you look up at where the sun is in the sky, it looks like it might be 2 in the afternoon.
Okay. Sounds good.
And then for you, Yosef, I rolled you 4 no teeth.
Okay, good.
So, for our teeth girlies. As you gaze through all of this, surveying the field of battle, first things first, I would like each of you to increase your rage by 1. The fury is boiling now. Being in this place, feeling what happened here. Knowing what you know about the Garu Nation now, that it is broken and falling, that this was a moment that happened where this place could have fallen into darkness, never to be seen again. It boils in you. Winona, you're making wits and awareness, correct?
Correct.
As you look around, you see a man, maybe in his mid-30s. He has shoulder-length black hair, a big clawing scar that goes down the side of his neck into his chest. He wears an eye patch over the eye on that side. There's maybe some light facial hair. You see him looking around, and you see him reach out and put a hand on a tree and carve his claws into it. As he grows claws independently of the rest of his change, he just changes the one hand to be a Krynos clawed hand and claws open this tree. And you see a portal opens. As he reaches up to touch something and kind of usher it through, but you can't see what it is. Before he takes one last look around, reaches around the tree and grabs a child and picks him up in his arms and holds him close to his chest, and you can hear him say, "It's all right, Habibi. Come with me." And he steps through the portal and it closes behind him. Layla, you were doing intelligence and investigation, also with teeth. As all of this rage boils over, you see the same thing that Hana. Wow.
Okay.
Shit.
That's my Bonar.
Okay. I'm getting my werewolf games crossed. It happens. You see the same thing that Winona sees, except for you see the thing that he shepherds through this portal with your penumbral senses. It is the most old gray wolf you've ever seen. His fur is so old that there are patches of moss and algae that grow between them. Spider webs, cobwebs that hang between his leg and his body. He looks ancient, like a strong wind would blow him away.
Alayla has quite the sense of smell. What does he smell like?
He smells like the roots of the world. He smells like the first stream that ever bubbled forth from the stone. He smells like the offal of a fresh kill. He smells like those fish you were so looking forward to catching with your family in the spring. He smells like the sorrow of losing your mother.
There's a slight choke that comes from her as her head is tilted in his direction, her nose slightly up in the air. She commits the scent to memory and looks at the person that led him through. She's trying to find distinctive features, memorizes the scar, all those things. I think her haunches kind of raise a bit, the fur on her back lifting, and a low growl, not menacing, but just enough to make the others aware that she has seen something. And she starts to slowly kind of pad in that direction towards that particular tree.
I would say that Winona is already, having seen that, already at the tree, or moving up towards the tree, and placing a hand on where the portal was. Sure. If there's any sensation or anything like that.
Before that, we're going to get to Chester and Yosef, and then shift our gaze over to Buddy for just a moment. Chester, with your intelligence and investigation, specifically knowing that you're attuned to the spiritual, as you watch all of this happen, you see now the spirits that are moving through this place. You see that so many of these twisted wolves are surrounded by these swarms of umbral flies that move, and others of them, you see one of them that is currently holding on to Agaru, its claws buried in the flesh behind its shoulders, and the claws from its thumbs pinning it together as it opens its mouth, and just a billowing, This is so disgusting. As just a billowing stream of maggots stream from its mouth all over this Garu, and they begin eating into its flesh as it howls in pain and suffering. And you hear them laughing. These twisted wolves, all they do is cackle like hyenas. Their screams to each other are unintelligible nonsense, but it means something to them. But the thing you notice most of all is that outside of this clearing where they're fighting, this where you know now that all of the homes are built, Two Mouths Shack, all of the council members have homes here in this clearing. You see sitting a little ways away on a tree branch, the glowing outline of a golden fox, watching all of this happen with a smile on his face. And for you, Yusuf, what you see is very quickly Thunder's Fist, who looks maybe 15 or 16. You see him run up to what looks like Maudette Pickens, Liar Killer. And he says, "Where did they come from? What are they doing here? Where's Steelclaw?" She says, I don't know. I don't know, Alex. You gotta run. He says, "I might just be human, but I will die for this place if I have to." And one of these black spiral dancers bites into the back of his arm and begins to tear his arm away from his body. And as you watch the tendons split and snap and the bone pulled from its socket, there is a resounding clap of thunder as a lightning bolt strikes this Garu that is biting onto him, this black spiral dancer. And you see the fur and the bones begin to rip as he, with one strong tug in his now Krynos form, this being Thunder's Fist's first change, with one strong pull in, you see the arm that was nearly severed and ripped from its body pulled back into the socket as he reaches up and puts his two claws into its eye sockets and the third up through its nostril and pulls its face until he can see it and bites the head from its shoulders in one clean movement.
Okay, solid dude name. Yeah.
But that's when you see it. As he pulls his hand away, the air around his hands begin to crackle with lightning. And as he reaches over and grabs one just around the neck, one of these black spiral dancers, and squeezes, you hear a clap of thunder as its neck just explodes into gore and viscera.
Alright, notes, do not piss this one off.
And as you're all bringing this information in and interpreting it, we'll cast our eyes back to Buddy for a moment. Buddy, as you stand in this clearing, watching Two Mouths weep over reaches through time, this huge glowing figure that was just holding your hand moments ago. In fact, it may have never stopped if you didn't let its hand go. It just looks down to you. You have known pain.
What creature hasn't?
There are a few. But not us.
My pain isn't anything in it special. Just things happen.
It is true. Your pain is no exception. But it is yours.
I don't like my pain.
And it makes you uncomfortable that I would send you back here, only for you to be able to change nothing.
That's the part that pisses me off.
I know.
Because I swear on everything holy, if I see him, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
You will not see the one you seek here. In fact, it is not even you that seeks him. The heart longs for what the heart longs for.
What the hell does that mean?
It means your eyes go to what you find pleasure in. And your eyes are averted from all of this.
Good. Good.
Your eyes turn inward. You long for what made you feel complete.
Is someone pulling a prank or something? Or where are the cameras?
No. I am no mere spirit as you understand. I am reaches through time, and reaches through time is me. And I have seen the heart of you reads the skies. The thing about looking up is you miss what's happening right in front of you.
You didn't sound like him. That's something that son of a bitch would say, as well as my mom. But when you look up, the possibility is always endless.
There's no doubt in my mind, reads the sky, that one day you will climb the golden stairs and all the rainbow bridges to demand answers from the sun.
Or fall painfully like Icarus.
Your wings, falcon's wings, are not made of wax.
I like that. That's better. But I know we're here, and I want to try to help my... Do I say it? My pack?
Yes,
But I'm just getting to know them, and I still feel like I'm not qualified or worthy to help.
and you think they are?
Well, they seem to be going head first into everything. I like to scope out my prey. Things, not prey. I don't,
No? You said what you meant. You are a thing of 3 parts. A third wolf, a third man, and a third spirit. You are thinking with the first third. This is good.
You don't rush head first into everything. Some things require tact, a little skill. But, I mean, they may not be qualified, but I don't want them to go off a hill, if that makes sense.
Then the best place to be is with them. Guide them. You must lead them. You understand this?
I do. I don't like it, because every time something happens, it always falls on me. But, that's fine, Cher. I can make it happen.
Such is the burden of leadership, reads the sky.
Ain't that the damn truth?
And I will always be here for when you feel that you have fallen low.
Have you always been there?
Through everything. I am reaches through time. I have always been, and I always will be. Though my form may change, I remain the same.
And you've seen everything.
Go. Go to your pack. They will need you.
He reaches in his pocket. Fine. Kind of pulls his hair back.
I think almost in answer to that, he would hear Alayla's call for him, for the pack. He would hear her howling.
I'm coming. And he'll walk out. Well, jog out. Make haste.
As all of you rejoin in this moment, I have to ask, Chester, how does it feel to see Fox smiling at all of this?
Half unbridled rage and half understanding. It's not the laughter, it's not the violence, it's the... There seems to be more than just the face value of everything. Wolves fighting wolves, it seems too easy for Fox to find joy in something like this. But at the same time, it's still frustrating. It's frustrating to see that whatever debt or mistake that we were here to help Fox with, they were in large parts responsible, or at least partly to that.
Indeed.
So I just kind of stay silent, taking in the laughter, taking in the screams, taking in all the extra outside spiritual nonsense that's kind of piling on more and more and more, with all the maggots and leeches that I could still hear just cackling. I just slowly walk back towards the pack.
And for the two of you that were approaching the tree, Yosef, did you join them?
Yeah, sorry, yes, absolutely, I did join them. Like, hear the hell to the... Yep.
As you all move towards the tree together, I'll give you all a brief moment to interact before there is some interruption. This battle raging around you.
I actually did have an idea there, like, earlier, like, maybe. So, you mentioned my earlier idea of, like, you mentioned earlier that when I suggested I use, Sight from Beyond, it wouldn't necessarily work because Sight from Beyond is for peering into the Umbra from, like, the Telodian, like, you're the usual, like, plane.
Mm-hmm.
But, theoretically,
mm-hmm.
could I use it to view an identical point in real time from the Umbra?
Well, vision from the Beyond is about receiving a kind of premonition.
Ah, okay.
It sometimes happens in your dreams, which is me prompting that. Or you can try and spur it on with a roll. But those dreams and visions come from the Umbra, which you're already in that space of. It's all good.
Or in that case, alright, so in that case, I think I'd just try and, like, memorize as many, like, your things about the tree in its in the state we can see it as possible.
Sure. Yeah. And you're all familiar with this tree. This tree still stands at the cairn. you would be able to recognize it for sure.
When the portal closed, Winona's up at the tree and running her own hand along where the portal was. Is there any marking or any sensation that's left over behind that she could tell?
It feels warm. But as you follow it down, Winona, you see it must have fallen off of the kid's wrist. You see a little beaded bracelet laying in the roots of the tree.
No, this is a memory. We're looking back at time. But I think instinctively she's going to try to pick it up.
As it phases through your hand, you're a spirit here. You see it's got beads of green and blue and white. And there are letter beads. And it reads Maddox. Madox.
From where I was standing and at kind of like previewing the entire fight and almost like staring directly at Fox for a little bit, I walked towards the pack and just almost like holding just a couple of deep breaths and just, what did we find?
I saw somebody go through a portal that was opened here in a tree.
Old Wolf. You saw Old Wolf being led away.
And
Something got him out.
a kid. I'm gonna point down. Winona's gonna point down to the bracelet on the ground to show both of them. I tried to pick it up, but nothing. But the name Maddox. Anybody recognize that name?
Not at all.
Nope.
That's something we can bring. That's some information that we can bring back. A clue, I think.
Well, almost when I hear the nose, I kind of remember something and turn around. Just, where's Buddy?
You see Buddy approaching.
Everything okay?
Yeah, everything's fine. Well, fine as you can get in this shithole.
True.
When I was looking at the two going through the portal, we see, like, into the portal, could we see perhaps their destination? Or was it darkness?
You could see the other side of the tree, but in the Umbra, where you are. They had opened a portal here, and it moved away.
Understood. I see.
So realistically, they could be anywhere at this point.
Now, if any of you knew the ritual of opening the Shadow Passage, you would be able to follow them. But I don't believe any of you have the right of Shadow Passage.
Add that to the shopping list.
A little sort of growl-like sound comes from her, and she looks to Buddy and to Yosa. Do you know Maddox?
No, it doesn't ring a bell, sweetheart.
I don't think so, Sheriff.
It's a name that was on a bracelet that we found near the portal entrance that was open.
That means someone in the cairn probably knows.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
heard
probably.
someone say the name Maddox?
No.
No, it's name on this bracelet here. And she's gonna point down to it at the. Yeah.
Led Old Wolf away. Someone
We
who can
found.
walk. Yes.
Did they say anything?
Said Habibi.
Yeah, you heard him.
Habibi.
Winona, you heard him say, "Come on, we have to leave," to the old wolf, and then he said, "Come here, Habibi. Everything will be okay."
Habibi is Turkish, right?
Mhm.
Means friend.
So Maddox's old wolf friend led him to safety, but he has not returned.
Correct me. Well, I mean, I didn't see. This is out of character right now. I didn't see the old wolf itself because I didn't have my pronumple senses. Or I don't have pronumple senses on this character. But would I have noticed it was said to the nothing that I saw? So where wolf would have been, or would I have seen it towards the kid?
When he was talking to the child, he called the child Habibi.
The person was calling the
So-
child.
Now the things are coming together. We see what's going on here. So, Old Wolf was in your vision, Layla, the wolf, and in your vision, a child. And referred to in both instances as Habibi, the thing that when the friend of whoever took them through the portal. Old Wolf has been reborn.
Perhaps.
Chester, could you make me a wits and occult, please? And I'll take the same roll from you, Winona.
Sure.
And
Oh,
you know what?
I've got a
Fuck it.
cult now.
Yeah, I'll give it to you as well, Yosef.
Yes.
You're just getting a straight wits roll.
Your wits occult is what?
Now a total of 5.
Okay.
With 1 dot in occult and 4 in wits.
So that is 3 for Yosef. Chester?
So
I have a lot of tens, but a lot of teeth as well.
Ooh. Oh.
So that's 2. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 successes. 2 teeth.
Heard. And Winona.
So this is a 3 dice pool, so they're all rage dice. And I rolled 2 teeth.
Okay. Winona. And Chester, you're both going to increase your rage by 1.
Your girl's at 5 rage now.
Correct, which is why I need you to roll me all your unspent willpower and no rage dice. Because this realization threatens to drive you to a frenzy.
First episode, yay! Woo woo, yay!
Super excited. First episode.
Hey, so about that,
How many
that is a
successes?
single success.
Okay, we'll get to you in just a moment because you are going to frenzy and you are going to hurt your pack. But we'll get to that in a moment. Now, for Chester and Yosef and Winona, before you read out, as I'm going to call it for now, what you all come to realize and why the 3 of you were afforded this role. You are 3 people who have made a pact with Spirit. It appears, based off of the way that both Winona and Alayla are recounting this, that this little boy has struck a pact with the old wolf of the woods. Now, something that should stick out. This boy is maybe 7 years old in this memory.
Oh no.
That could mean one of 2 things. Either he has unfortunately already had his first change,
Or he's
Or-
about to.
or he's going to soon. Which at that age is horrific. To be able to make a pact with a spirit, one must have the spark of rage. It has to be in there somewhere. or else there's no way a spirit can make a pact with you. And that understanding, Winona, that Gaia potentially unjustly has chosen a child so young. It's just too much. With everything that is happening around you, it is just too much. And you are going to make me a rage check as you go to Krenos 4.
As she realizes that, she's going to say out loud, with her gritted teeth, "A child. Gaia chose a child," and then
Wait.
Success.
So you're going to keep your 5 rage. As Winona starts to, for lack of better colloquialism, Hulk out.
Winona?
And I'm going to roll a dice to see which one of your pack members you maul. But I just need you to make me a strength and brawl. And I will tell whoever needs. Continue.
Could I narratively have this start as an attack on the tree itself? And then lunging into...
You are no longer in control.
Okay.
I do have an idea, though.
It's great that you have an idea because Winona's swinging at you, so I need a dex and athletics from Yosef.
Different idea from what I had. Okay. Dex athletics. My dex athletics is a total of 3.
Yes. And this is with your Krenos form buff, Winona. Yep. So you're going to be adding 4 dice to this test.
May I do something as these rolls are happening?
Give me one moment.
This is 10 dice for me.
Jesus Christ.
Alrune, baby.
First episode.
Yay, first episode.
We're doing so good.
Oh my god, you guys.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. On the normal dice, that's 4 successes, crit, and then another on the rage, and then 3 teeth.
Okay.
Jesus.
So again, whenever you roll teeth, I don't need to know what the rest is.
Okay.
Teeth or teeth?
3 teeth.
Yosef. Not a great pool for you. But I also rolled you teeth.
Jesus.
Oh, great.
So, what is going to happen here is you are both going to hurt each other quite badly.
So good.
As Winona reaches over and claws across your jaw and neck, Yosef, you are going to take 4 levels of superficial damage.
Ooh.
However, as reflex, as your rage is going to increase by 1.
Yep, you know that.
In a fluid flick of motion, you reach down and grab that charm on your bracelet.
I was about to say, actually, doesn't it operate just like a switchblade, effectively?
Yes. And Winona, you feel in your rage a searing pain as Yosef, you bring that knife up under and cut the tendons under the arm with your silver clave.
I want you!
And Winona, you are going to take 2 levels of aggravated damage as Yosef slices through. Now, as all of this is happening, as all of this movement is occurring, you all feel a massive spiritual pressure. As you begin to see fractals in the air begin to form, splitting, tearing, opening. All of these fractals combining into one portal, one strange glowing geometric portal. and you see a creature, maybe? It looks like you just smashed 100 different geometric shapes together and made it out of glass and steel and some kind of blue glowing liquid. As it moves out, the shapes rearranging. It doesn't so much move as shamble in this strange way that the shapes just keep reorienting where they are on the thing as it barrels out of this portal towards you, and mouths and fangs and claws begin to erupt from different parts of its twitching body.
Right, so new objective, kill that thing.
And that is where we're going to go to our break. We'll see you all on the other side.
America has always been a place where conservatism and religious ideology has been fed by men to the uneducated like milk from their mother's teat. What this breeds is an environment for blind obeisance and ignorant fear, which controls the masses just as much as the blood of the covenant or the barrel of a gun. Men bring the raising of ground and the pillaging of Gaia's bounty, and this has never been more of a threat to the Garu nation than it is now in the days of the apocalypse. However, all of this is where this story begins, but not yet where the tale begins. For that, we will need to reach back through the time and haze of the deep umbra to find the beginning. Walk with me, you little wolf, and reach us through time will show you a story that even ancient Phoenix has forgotten.
Long have you been my warden? Did you think you could stop all of my plans? I know you can feel yourself fading, growing weaker as my contingency unfolds. Brother, don't you see? In the end, we are nothing alike. I know you have assembled your own consortium against me. So, brother, when you fall, just as the shattered gate watch before you, this eternal vanguard and the entire multiverse will contest with my ignited.
Well, welcome back, dear viewer. We left you on a little bit of a cliffhanger there, but don't worry. We're going to get right into the meat and potatoes. So, as this thing moves at all of you, how many of you are changing forms, and to what form are you changing?
So I'm already in I think we go Hispo.
That will be one rage check.
Okay. And I just roll the rage I have or rage unspent.
You roll a single rage dice.
Okay.
A success means you do not lose any rage. A failure means
Okay.
you lose one.
Okay. Okay. A success.
Okay. So you maintain your current level of rage. Chester.
Okay.
Knowing his ideas or knowing how he operates in the forests and everything, whenever there is potential danger, I will also change to Hispo.
All right. That will be a single rage check.
That is a failure.
So your rage was at 3.
Yes.
You go down to 2.
Sounds good.
Yosef.
Well, wanting to maintain as much of himself in the situation as possible, Yosef is going to shift to Glabro.
1 rage check, please.
Alright, and I did actually get some dice. What am I rolling for a rage check in?
You roll a single red die, and you tell me if you got a success or a failure.
Alright, so anything above a 6.
Mm-hmm. 6 or above.
Over the table. Oh, that's a failure, so I go down, I believe?
Yes, you go down 1, which I believe takes you down to 3 from 4. Am I correct?
Mm-hmm. That's correct, yes.
And Buddy.
Shift in Glabro.
1 rage check, please.
Okay. That is a failure.
So you go from, I believe, 3 to 2?
Yes.
Perfect. As you all shift, there is but one mechanic that I feel that it is imperative of me to remind you. Action economy in combat and werewolf, as I have ruled it, is moving. You can do that for free, up to a reasonable distance that is narratively understandable. Attacking takes 1 proverbial action. Now, your second proverbial action can be used to either invoke a gift, or at the top of your turn, you may instead use that action to heal. Now, for those of you in Glabro or Hispo, how you heal is you make a rage check. And in combat, you can only heal once per turn. And in Glabro and Hispo, per rage check, heals 1 level of health. For those of you in Krenos form, Winona, 1 rage check heals 2 levels of damage. So in your case, it heals either 1 ag or 2 superficial. So with that being said, Winona, you are already frenzying. So we are going to start with you. As you know, the cut from the silver burns. It is like being touched by white flame. However, as much as you really want to get in this primal state, as much as you really want to get at the spiritual pressure coming off of this thing, this unnatural thing, is so much more pressing. And I need you with your 4 dice bonus, because you are frenzying, and I have to take some narrative control of your character. I'm so sorry. I need you to first make me a rage check, because you are going to try and heal. And this could pull you from your frenzy, essentially, if you fail.
I did.
You did not. Okay, well, I'll keep narrative control. I'll keep writing this character sheet like I stole it, because I did. Regenerate 1 of those aggravated.
Okay.
And now, with your 4 dice bonus for your physical tests in mind, I need you to make me a strength and brawl. Also, unfortunately, in a frenzy, you cannot enact gifts.
7 on a crit. No teeth this time, though.
7 on a crit. Now, also, in your Krenos form, your claws do plus 3 levels of damage. So as you claw into this thing, Winona, it is like clawing through broken glass. It makes that screeching, tearing sound, and you hit parts where it is steely, and it makes an even worse nails on a chalkboard sound. It is vile. And as that concludes your turn, Chester, what is your action?
In most situations, Chester would usually run, but now that there is fighting to do, I think I will just go up and try to flank this creature in some way possible, in any way possible, with my movement.
Mhm.
And attack from behind, if I could.
Perfect. So this is a non-stealth physical test. So I'm going to need you to make me a strength and brawl with a 2 dice bonus because you're in your Hispo form.
Okay.
And also, for those of you that have also taken Hispo form deals an extra level of aggravated damage on a bite. All the forms have fun uses.
Very fun. And that's also 3 successes.
3 successes. I'm going to make it a quick defense roll. I didn't bother with the 7 because that was just too many for it to do really anything about. It also got 3 successes. So, the way that I do rolls is meets beats in the favor of the aggressor. So you do manage to get your teeth into it. You are going to do an extra level of aggravated damage as you clamp your dire wolf jaws around some of these shifting polygons and bite down. You are going to take a level of superficial damage as you bite into it and the glass pierces your mouth, splits your tongue, blood welling up in your mouth. We are going to shift over to Yosef.
Right. I think top of the round they definitely do a rage check to regenerate some of that superficial damage that I took.
Sure.
Especially as I'm about to walk up and stab a fractal, that seems.
Perfect.
4, so I believe I go down.
You do go down 1, so that'll take you from 3 to 2.
Okay. And then movement, when you go?
You do heal a superficial. Even on a fail, you heal.
Alright, excellent. Okay, so that's fine. So peel 1 superficial down to 3 superficial, having taken no aggro. In which case, you've mentioned that we've just got this giant fractal maw. Is it seemingly just coming out of nothing, or has its physical form more or less kind of like coalesced in front of us?
Its umbral form has coalesced in front of you, around you, in your general spatial region.
But I still recognize it as being a single target.
Yes.
Okay, well that's fine. That's enough, random. In that case, yep. I'm just going to see what happens when you stab a fractal with a big silver knife. Okay, and I believe that would be.
You were asking if it's one physical target for the purpose of your clave, weren't you?
Yes. Yes, storyteller.
Oh my.
I only have 2 rage remaining, mind.
I will allow you to use the power of your clave to get multiple hits if you would like. Based off of the nature of this thing and its vague form.
And it's an additional rage check per additional time I want to hit it, correct?
Correct.
Alright, so why don't we just do the 2 rage checks in advance?
Sure. Now, it's a note. If you fail both of these, you're going to get shunted back into your Hamid form.
Wouldn't be the first time that's happened, so...
Sure.
I pass both, actually. You'll be happy to hear.
Passing both.
So I maintain 2 rage, and do I now make 3 attacks?
Yes. Well, essentially, you make 1 attack for all 3 quote-unquote targets.
And they all hit?
Correct.
Oh, that's going to be funny.
Now,
okay.
You are in Glabro form, which means you get a +2 bonus to physical dice tests.
Excellent, because my strength is only 2.
And I will ask you.
Mm-hmm.
You and I have talked a lot about this clave. Do you think it is more appropriate for you to roll dex or strength when wielding it?
Well, my dexterity would be a 1 in this case. It means I would be effectively rolling a lower die pool if I were to pick that one. This being said, the way Yosef fights is very much about quick thinking and your uppercuts versus your brawl and physical overwhelming. So perhaps dexterity would be more appropriate, especially as we are now inferring from that ability that I choose to hit multiple targets with that rather than simply rolling separate attacks, which could be incredibly busted if we don't also limit which pool we're using.
That is the way that Spirit of the Fray works. So
Excellent.
I will not tell you that you have to take a lower dice pool if you don't want to.
I suppose I really am just trying to
Sure.
to some extent. So yeah, we'll go ahead and put the higher one in this case. So that would be 2 plus 1 for melee. It would be 3 plus additional 2 for 5.
Perfect.
Okay, and 2 of those need to be ranged dice, correct?
Correct.
In that case, this thing is getting... Oh, well, that's all successes.
So 5?
Okay. Yeah, that's 5 total, one of which is a 10. So yes.
Okay. I will.
I
love it.
There's no grace, there's no purpose in any of my movements. It's just, fractals!
It only rolled 3 to try and avoid you. So you are, with your clave and with a margin of 2, 3 times. You have not used your clave in this sense yet.
No!
As you bring this silver blade down on this spirit, you all hear a clap of thunder. And then you see 2 other almost illusory forms of Yosef dash across this thing, slashing at both sides of it before they disappear with another clap of thunder. From there, we're going to head on over to Buddy.
Yes, yeah. Mr. Reed's disguise is going to try to assist his new friend, Chester.
Sure. And how do you wish to assist?
Flank, but try to cag them up. Well, probably cag them up. Do y'all understand cag? Trip them up? Okay.
Yeah.
I get... No, okay, that was probably a colloquial term. Cag them up, trip them up,
No,
so they can...
And how do you want to do that?
Quickly, Bugs Bunny style, kind of like
Okay.
leg out, or phew, a quick swipe.
Sure. This thing doesn't really have legs. It is kind of a shifting amalgam of fractals and polygons. You do have access to gifts that you can use here.
I do have access to gifts, but I'm not sure if they're going to help with this.
You did take stare down, correct?
I did not.
Heard. Never mind. Please continue.
I did not. Well, if that is not going to work the way, then I will unfortunately do exactly what Chester's doing. Probably in the worst way possible.
Sure. You are in Glabro form, so you're going to fight this thing with the small claws that you have.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. That is going to be a strength and brawl, and in Glabro form you have a 2 bonus dice buff to this pool.
This is not my good roll. Oh, I got 3.
All right. Let's see what it can cook up on a defensive roll here. Now, normally I would only afford a creature 1 defensive roll a round. However, this creature being exactly what it is, I am not going to. And with a grand total of 1, you are going to do some damage to this thing.
Yes.
As you kind of lunge into it, buddy, you are also going to take one level of superficial, and as your hand connects with it, the short claws that you have, the edges of these sharp shapes cut into your hand, and I will allow you to increase your rage by 1 if you would like.
Nah.
Perfect. All right, Alayla.
Hi, hello. Okay, so Hispo form. She is stalking around this melee at the moment. And she is looking for an opening. She's been watching the way the others have been fighting it, sees the blood from them as they're hurt by it. And she's going to activate, if she can, Razor Claws.
Sure. I believe that is a rage check.
It says free, but then it also is like /rage check, so I guess it's one of those things where it's like up to the DM.
Let's do a quick check.
Yeah.
This is why
I don't know.
Read the tome. Read the tome.
This is exactly
Yes.
why I have markers in my books.
Fun fact, guess what ability I also have that would have made my stuff more
Razor
wicked.
Claws. Yeah.
Yeah.
It adds to damage. Yes.
Damage.
Oh, you with your abilities and your rights, I've just got a big fucking werewolf skinning knife.
Which is concerning. We will have to talk about that.
It's a present!
This gift is free and instantaneous when you are in your Krenos form.
And then otherwise rage check. Got it.
Correct.
Okay, no problem.
And if also, just for a note, if your current form does not have claws, it gains a claw attack with half of your glory as damage. So you can enact this in your Hamid form and grow claws.
Amazing. Good to know for later. But am in Hispo. So, so she has a moment sort of calling to her being, calling to her essence, and her claws grow. And she's going to launch herself at this thing. And she's looking for... It's weird to say soft spot, but that's how Alayla would think of it, because she is a wolf, and that is how they hunt, right? Looking for those soft bits of whatever they're hunting to attack first. So that's what she's looking for as she raises her paws to strike.
Sure.
And then I believe that is Strength Brawl?
Yes, it'll be Strength Ball with a 2 dice bonus. I will just say, as a note as you roll, it's hard to find a soft spot in a creature that is truly made of polygons and fractals.
Yeah. I was like, maybe there's a part that's like just goo and light.
It's a PlayStation 1 creature.
And that's what it is.
Quick, divide it by 0!
Oh.
Okay. You got teeth?
Yeah, I got teeth.
Like I said, teeth is good in combat.
Yes, so I got child. All right, so I got teeth with 5 successes.
Like I said, all I need to know in combat or outside of combat is you rolled teeth. I don't need a number. So, what is going to happen here, Alayla?
Yes.
Your claws shear through this thing. However, the form you're in is very heavy, and you're going to push the majority of your body through these broken fractals and glass and steel. And I am going to roll 4 more dice to see how much of the damage gets reflected back at you. Because, fun fact, that's what it does.
Jesus. Okay. Maybe I shouldn't have used razor claws.
That is going to be 4 levels of superficial damage, Alayla.
4? You said 4?
Yes. As you kind of your body tumbles through the entirety of this fractal body, glass and steel and whatever other bits are in this thing cutting at you as you fall through it. And with that, it is the action of the thing. And it is going to use its ability to assert reality. So what I need from all of you is a stamina and a cult roll, if you could.
That's a bizarre combination of things. Okay.
What is my stamina? Okay.
Two of these are rage
That's
dice.
That's a 2 dice pool for me. That's a 1 success.
2 successes. One of which will be teeth, I guess.
Okay. Teeth, heard. 3, 1, 3, 6, teeth. 3, 1, 3, 6 teeth. Perfect. Alright. You rolled 7 successes.
Aye.
And 4 of those are critical. So this is what is going to happen. First off, all of you are going to be shunted back into your breed form and your rage becomes 0. The second thing that happens, Chester, it only beat you by a margin of 1, but that was critical. 2 levels of superficial damage. Both of my 3s, you are going to take 5 levels of superficial damage.
I have a question. So the previous attack left me with only 1 health, and so now that's
It'll start to fill with ag.
gone. Okay, so ag-wise, we're looking at, I think, 4 ag, right? Because that's what was left over.
You're going to take a total. Because you rolled 1, it rolled 7. With it being critical, you're going to take a full 7 levels of superficial damage.
Okay.
Where does that put you?
So all my superficial is gone, and that leaves me with 4 ag.
4 out of how many?
I don't know if I'm doing this right then. So I had coming in
How
1,
many?
2, 3.
How many levels of health do you have total?
So 5.
So
And then the first attack I took on 4 superficial, and now this attack just did 7 to me.
you would be unconscious and impaired at this point.
Okay. Oh, Layla falls.
So, this is what happens. As Alayla tumbles through this creature, you feel that immense spiritual pressure around it turn into an iron fist, and it pummels each of you into the dirt. It feels like in Looney Tunes, like an anvil fell out of the sky and smashed you into the dirt. You leave craters beneath you as you're forced back into your native forms. And it feels like this thing is shredding at the edges of your body. It feels like you're being put through a pencil sharpener. And it is at that moment that there is a flash of golden light. As now Fox is going to take his action.
Full time.
Fox is going to use his ability to subvert reality. Jesus. Okay.
Did you do bad?
No. Okay, Fox got 13 successes.
We don't know if we want that.
Versus its defensive roll of 3. So what happens at this point is as those of you who still have some fight left in you begin to push yourself up, see Alayla's body breathing but broken. This little wolf in the dirt. That golden light streams forth, and you see Fox's form go from his normal size to diminutive, maybe just a few inches in length. But he begins to bounce between the fractals of this thing at such a speed that the wholeness of this strange fractal polygon figure begins to vibrate so intensely that it disincorporates from itself and floats off into the dark of the Umbra. Before Fox comes to a glide near Alayla, and he is going to enact a gift that he can teach Garu. The Mother's Touch. And that is a critical success. 4, 5, 6, so for 7. Alayla, you are going to heal a total of 5 superficial, which is 2.5 ag.
Okay. So still knocked out, but not in dire straits.
You come to consciousness in horrible pain, but you do come to consciousness.
You guys hear Alayla wheezing. See the panting coming from her body, the blood is escaping out of her mouth, even mixing with her saliva, and that huffing pant, and a low whine.
Yusuf.
Broken by her broken vocal cords.
I'd like to, assuming the coast is clear, try and provide some first aid.
Sure. Wits and medicine, if you could for me. I'm gonna say wit. I'm gonna say wits here just because you've never seen something that makes wounds like this before.
Well, luckily that's still my highest pull at 5. Oh, 2 of those need to be raged though. Oh wait, no, back to 0. What am I talking about?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You're all at 0 rage.
Right. Okay, in that case, you're getting some good old-fashioned Yosef medicine then. For 1, 2, 3, 4 successes.
You are certainly able to stop the bleeding. It is not going to cause any additional harm either. I will say that with Yosef's attention, when you do get rage back and you are able to start regenerating in a form that can, your first regeneration will be free from a rage check, based off of Yosef's help.
Wonderful. Yosef is healing her, and you see one eye peel open as she looks at you, and a tear falls from her eyes.
Oh, it's okay, it's okay. We're gonna get you through this. Now, be warned, like, this bottle of famous grouse that I keep in my top pocket is just good enough to sterilize some of these wounds, but it's gonna sting like a bastard.
She just closes her eyes.
There we go, get through it.
Winona.
I might have missed it. How much damage did Winona take?
You rolled a 3?
I rolled a 1.
Ah, then you would have taken the same amount as Alayla. You would have taken 7.
If I was already at 1 ag damage out of now 5 health total.
Mm-hmm. So you were in your Krynos, so you had 4 extra.
Mm-hmm.
The way I interpret that is when you shift back, those 4 and them being filled or not do not carry back into your helmet form.
Okay.
So you should have 2 levels open for ag. If math tracker. No, 3. 3 levels open for ag. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, as all of this is occurring, you feel that warm nudge of Fox's nose, Alayla. Get up. What are you doing? Get up. Garu, do not whimper in the dirt.
You tricked me again.
He turns his head. No. I remember every face I have tricked. What is your name?
She accepts this. Snared by lightning. Alayla.
And you? And he looks around to the rest of you. What are your names?
Winona Keen. Fights to the last.
Flytrap. Chester.
Monsieur Buddy Dupont, or Buddy, reads the skies.
Realizing the significance that Fox, not knowing him now, is going to now find him in the future, do I want to even make it that easy for you?
I like you. Find you first, maybe.
Good luck.
You fight strange spirit. You shouldn't be here.
Why are you here?
Find me again and ask.
This
This is a strange feeling.
Yeah, you tend to like having the upper hand. Or paw in this case.
Alayla tries to get up, and I think she struggles for a moment and kind of falls again.
No.
No. I'm coming.
She gets up, and her paw, one of her paws kind of crooks up. Her teeth are clenched, and she tries to limp towards the pack.
No, absolutely not. We're
head
gonna
over
firemen's
there,
carrying you.
Yeah, between Buddy and Yosef, you managed to find a little bit of support.
There's a shaking of her head, a little growl that comes from her. And I think just right now she's too physically weak to stop them, but you would feel the tension in her muscles and the whispered, "I can do it myself. I can do it.
Now,
No.
Sharon, there's nothing wrong with having help. Now, calm your hot grits down and be quiet.
Hot grits. I like that.
They're really good, especially with cheese. If you like a cheese.
Can we please get some cheese grits when we get out of here?
At Buddy's comment of, accepting help, she looks at him with that unblinking stare, sort of in spite of her injuries, and says, "You must accept help too."
And he'll get rigid. And he'll kind of lower his voice that as if no one can hear him. I don't need help. I help everyone else.
Lies.
None of us are alone here. Not anymore. Even you.
Oh, shit. You can hear me. Damn it.
Of course.
Strange
Yeah,
feeling.
we are.
Together.
Foxes are solitary creatures.
I've just done it for so long by myself, so.
This is really the first time seeing us.
When I see you.
Never seen you before.
Seen
Might I
you.
say, very cute.
How is this possible? I thought we were just seeing a reflection, but you can interact with us. If you're not from our...
Oh,
She's got to trail off when she says that.
you are out of time.
Yes. You found me. I don't
Not
know how.
yet.
You
You will.
You'll find us. All of us.
Are you trying to trick Fox?
No, I don't trick. I'm a wolf.
You promised to trick me, but it hasn't happened yet.
You are Garu. Garu always have tricks.
Fox promised me a trick. And he said I would feel sad. Fox was right.
Tricked you and I don't even know you.
You will.
Can you?
Eventually, all of us.
This is trick.
How long-
Trying to send me to find you. Total trick.
You didn't find me alone. And she's going to pull her top aside to show the swan tattoo. You were with Swan when you found me.
Swan has a good laugh, but don't see it that often.
For continuity's sake, I suppose I should tell you that Magpie, you and I are good friends. Or will be.
Magpie does play fun tricks. Fine. I will find you.
Falcon doesn't play tricks, yeah.
He kind of shrinks a little. Falcon.
Or that other one. That says it's weak.
Yeah, have your terms on Rat changed at any point?
Rat has good tricks, but not as good as Fox. Fine. I will find you.
You don't have to if you don't want to, Shab.
No. Won't be tricked. And it's at that point, you feel the warmth of reaches through time in this spiritual place, this four-armed, almost deva type creature. We must return now. I have held the gate as long as I can.
Okay, is it like a click our heels 3 times thing?
No. And he claps. And your whole field of vision floods white as all 4 hands clap. And you find yourselves laying down in the glen again. Your bodies with the wounds that you have suffered.
I hate the Umbra so much.
I'm gonna look down on where Yosef stabbed me. Is there any because it was silver? Is there any lasting mark?
Oh yeah, there's a raised scar where he cut you.
I'm probably still holding the cleave.
Yeah.
I'm going to I don't know, one of, I think, I don't even know how many people are super hurt, but not being incredibly hurt, I'm gonna immediately go towards anybody that's hurt to try to see if I can do anything and help.
Fine, check on Layla, I'm fine.
Are you also enacting Mother's Touch?
I do not have Mother's Touch.
Okay. Then it would just be a free, I'll say again, wits and medicine, rather.
Sounds good.
Yeah, Winona's looking really rough.
Yeah, I'm gonna check on both Lila and Winona if I can, but then I'm just one at a time. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I'll let you make one pooled roll for the pack.
Sounds good.
Do you want assistance? Assuming Winona is okay, I'll put the knife away. Knife goes away.
1, 2, 3.
If Yosef is assisting, that will add 2 dice to your pool.
Okay. I'm gonna add 2 more. I'll just be let's just get everybody up as much as possible. And that will be 6 successes, actually. Wow.
Okay.
Crazy.
So...
do we spot reach their time anywhere?
Yeah, he is smoking a fat joint sitting on the grass, but we'll get to that in a moment. So with Yosef and Chester's aid, I will say that all of you, when you get rage back and being heal, you will be able to ignore the first 2 rage checks. Due to, being seen to medically. Now, I feel that it is imperative of me to ask Winona. This is a rather physical examination. Do you feel the need to guard yourself from this with Chester? Or is there any... I need to know how much of a physical examination of yourself you are going to allow.
She's going to be a little more guarded, a little more apprehensive, but considering everything that she's learned over the past while, she's going to allow a full physical if that's what he wishes.
Sure.
I will be basically as soon as I see that she's a little bit guarded, I'll be a little bit I'll be gentler and I just need to see her wounds. Nothing else. Just, we're in this together, like I said. We have the ability to help everybody else and accept help as well.
Thank you. I'm still just anxious, I guess.
I know. It's more of a dangerous situation than I expected, that any of us expected.
Sure, that's why.
And you can hear Swan's voice in your ear, Winona. It's alright. He's not gonna hurt you.
Okay.
He's safe. They're all safe. We can trust them.
Yeah. I think I'm starting to see that.
Good. Because your feathers are going to be way too beautiful for you to preen them all on your own.
Oh, please don't make me cry right now. I'm in pain.
And as you're all kind of working through this, reaches through time, blows out a huge puff of skunk smoke. And you see he looks devastated. Physically, his cheeks are shallow. It looks like he hasn't eaten in probably a month. It looks like in the time from him sending you back to now, it looks like he's lost about 35 pounds. His hair has gone from being kind of graying, but not fully into gray, to being white. His ponytail has grown by about 7 inches. And he looks weak enough that he probably can't even stand on his own.
I just imagine, walking over, being like, where is that motherfucker? I'm gonna spit directly in Oh, this hit you bad.
He takes it out of his mouth and offers it to you.
I think you need it more than me, mate.
Everyone needs to breathe it in to finish the ritual so that the gate doesn't stay open.
Say less!
I told you. What I do, there is a price. And that I would pay it gladly.
Well, Sheriff, you would come to the house and I figured up a nice bowl of grits with some boudin and with some hash browns on the side too. Big old cup of fresh orange juice.
Yes, that sounds mighty fine.
Do you need a hand?
Or a foot.
Would you grab my cane? It's over there.
Yep. I'll hand the wizard this cane, absolutely.
As that happens and smoke is being passed around, she will limp over to reaches through time and say, Maddox, boy is old wolf.
What do you mean?
Has pack with old wolf. Was taken by someone from Cairn. And she coughs, and when she coughs up blood. She has broken vocal cords, and she's been using her voice more than she ever has. She pushes through and says, said a BB friend took him somewhere through Umbra.
Yeah, do you happen to know anyone that spoke Turkish back in the day?
Steelclaw.
Oh.
And eye patch, scars across face, and
Yeah. That's Steelclaw.
He opened the portal.
He was the caller of the wild before it was Bites the Hand.
Can we see the tree from here?
You can.
Is that name familiar to me?
Bites the Hand or Steelclaw?
Steelclaw.
No.
Okay.
Though, now that you're out of the chaos, if you could for me, just Alayla, just give me a raw wits.
Okay, I believe that's 2. Okay, wits is a 2. Let's see how we do. Okay, 2 successes.
You know, it makes sense that it would take this long to metabolize. And where we'll end this session, this first session of What Men Have Wrought, is human faces are hard for you to remember. Oh, Layla, they all look so similar. As much as they hate and persecute each other for what color that face may be, they are all more similar than they'll ever be apart. But you recall that face. In fact, you recall both of those faces. The little boy and the man. Because you've seen a picture of both of them with Liar Killer on top of her dresser. Her husband and her son. Thank you all for being here for this first session of What Men Have Wrought. We'll catch you next time. Same wolf time, same wolf channel. Bye-bye.